Hey guys, Insomnia here with some more AFK Arena. Today we are back on our faction accounts and we are here with the Team Wilder. So looking at the team comp, we do have Eironn. Almas we're actually replacing. We've replaced him with Solise in the team comp. Sirius we're still trying to build. We have a lot of copies of Loris and a lot of copies of Sirius. As you can see, adding more stars to the team. We only have Eironn at 5 stars at this point, but we've continued to focus on building the team, which we'll do right now. So let's go ahead and get into our soul stones. Out of the new event, we do have 4 stones, which hopefully a Wilder, which we got unlocked Isolde. Isolde is really, really good in the Graveborn Tower because right now the Graveborns don't have any support, which might change pretty soon. But we did get a copy of Arden and a copy of Leica, so definitely a very good pull there. 15 rare cards. So we can go ahead and create a little more fodder. Trying to get copies of Soris at this point. It would be ideal, especially to get 2 or 3 copies of him. That way we can continue to build him up. We need him past Elite Plus. We'll go ahead and we'll add our star real quick on Leica. So putting her all the way up to 2 stars, putting up her stats 2.5%. So here we do have 20 cards because we got 10 out of the event as well as the tower. We have 23 faction scrolls. It is Wilder Day, which is good. 27 regular scrolls, 16,000 diamonds. So let's go ahead and get into our companion points first. Usually this one we don't pull any elites, which there we did get 6 rares, which is pretty good. So we'll get into our regular summons here. 27 scrolls, and like I said, 17,000 diamonds, and an elite right there, which is a copy of Titus. Definitely a hero that is good, again, for the Mauler faction tower, but short of that, I don't know anyone who actually uses him in the campaign. So there we do have a copy of him, Elite Plus. We'll go ahead and get a little more fodder there and continue the summons. So over the course of the week, we did get 17,000 summons. We got, I believe, a code. We got an event for the 200,000 followers on Reddit, and a double right there, which hoping it is Soris. Sirius, we got another copy of Sirius and Belinda. Very good pull there. Belinda is a super strong burst DPS, and look at that, a triple. A double to a triple, which is another copy of Lorizan, Kasos, and Thorin. So another solid pull there, a double to a triple, which is absolutely phenomenal. And look at that, we got a copy of Sirius and another copy of Lorizan. So we have a lot of heroes that we can work on in this account. All right, we got 3 more summons here. Hopefully some more elites, which look at the rares. 7 out of 10 rares I will take any day. A couple more rares, and now this should be our rare pull, which it looks like our bags are getting pretty full. So a little bit more food there. Another copy of Arden. Got 2 more summons with our faction scrolls, and there's another elite. Again, looking for Soris, which is a copy of Torn, another copy of Torn. I've still never built him on any of the accounts. So if I do pull a couple more copies, I can go ahead and build him. And look at that, a double Wilder. Come on, Source. It is Leica and Lorizan, another copy of Lorizan. Very nice. As I was saying, we are completely full here. Another copy of Torn. Then we'll go ahead and got 1 card on the table. We're going to get a couple more emblems here with this pull. And another elite. Look at that. So lucky on the Wilder account today. Copy of Tassie. We can definitely use that. All right, so 1 more card here, which again, it's completely full. Tassie, we're going to go ahead and use or add another star to her. We'll go ahead and Smart Ascend, which again, more food, so we're going to go ahead and get Soris up. Soris, even at Elite, Legendary, Legendary Plus, Mythic, Mythic Plus, Ascended, does a absolutely phenomenal job with damage on Twisted Essence bosses and the guild bosses. I even have him at Legendary on a lower account, and there is another copy of him. Very, very nice. I have him Legendary on a lower account, and he still destroys everyone's damage, which is really, really crazy. All right, so let's see. I don't think that's enough. I think we're still 1 shy on our copies of Soris. So even though we are 1 shy, I am going to go ahead and use the food that we have here. Because once we pull another copy, we'll be able to get him to Legendary Plus. He is going to be the primary focus. I have a lot of emblems for him, but I do have Sirius. I have Kaz. And if you've seen recently, they are reworking actually some of the Mauler factions. This is the reason we say don't use any Ascended heroes as fodder, because you never know when it's going to be a rework. And even here, I'm going to hold off on the Wilder account because essentially we have enough food here with Ogi or Arden to get another Legendary Plus to feed to Saurus when Saurus gets up a little bit higher, and we're saving up emblems for him as well. So we just need one copy there, and then it's going to be Cirrus, maybe Lorzen. Gorvo we haven't been too lucky with the copies on, but I'm thinking Cirrus at this point just because we already have enough copies to get him up significantly as long as we can pull a little bit more food for the scout. Let's look at the other heroes really quick because we've already got 3 ascended heroes here waiting for more copies of Belinda, which we'll need 1 more and she'll be ascended. So 3 already ascended heroes. In the Mauler faction, we're going to save for Nemitsu. I know we do have a couple here. We have Kasos, we have Sophia. Sophia is always the primary, as well as Skarath, 2 very, very powerful heroes. We have a little bit of food here. We have a couple copies of Titus. And then we do have a little bit of food, which we could build Nemitsu. I want to see how good his rework is going to be before we go ahead and build him. In the Graveborn faction, again, have quite a few heroes here, as you can see. Kalthar I built on another account, does pretty well, but I would like to build Torn. We still need more copies of him. Still need 2 more copies to actually get him up to a usable level. Let's go ahead and hit up the Stargazer really quick. Still looking for Taylene on all of the faction accounts. So hopefully we can pull 1 copy at least of her. No copies in that one. 1 more pull here, which gives us no copies. So unfortunately, Taylene for another week stays there. Let's go ahead and pop open these chests just because we are going to go ahead and add some levels to the heroes before we push into the campaign progression. Also, as you can see here, we do have a ton of emblems. That way when Saurus is up, we can get his +10, we can get his +20 signature item as we continue to build him. Looking at the Resonating Crystal, that is level 263, excuse me. We should be able to get it quite a bit higher. So 264, I think we got 1 more level here, so we'll be able to get to 266 already. And their level progression is going really, really fast, just running out of the Hero Essence again, which we're about 5,000 short there, so we'll have to save for another week. I already bought it out of the shop. So that will get the team all ready to go ahead and push into the campaign. A couple more stones there, a couple more rewards, and this is what we do every day to go ahead and build up these accounts using our rare stones, using our elite stones. All right, so looking at the team overall, Eironn is completely done. We haven't unlocked the T2 stones at this point, so +30 signature items where he's at. Nemora's still at +20. We have Leica at +20, which we might take a little bit higher. We do have Tassie at +20. Solise is at +23. We are working on her. Unfortunately, no more resources at this time. Almas is already at +30, which hopefully soon he can get a rework. I know it wasn't long ago they reworked him, but other than that, we do have Saurus, who is our only plate wearer in this team. That is at, right now, Legendary. So 1 more copy, we can take him to Legendary Plus. We have food to get him up to Mythic. Unlocking his signature items, we just need 1 more copy at this point. We're going to save for him. So as you can see, we're on 24-54, so we added a couple more levels to the heroes. So let's see how we do in the campaign. So we're already on 24-54. We're hoping to close out 24 to get into Chapter 25 with the rest of the teams. The only one that is still behind is the Mauler team. This team comp was very, very tough because of Athalia. I tried it with Eironn, I tried it with Leica, tried a ton of different team comps to actually get through here. Got lucky with some CC there. As you can see, their Solus in the bottom does a ton of damage, especially with her ult. The Floral Spectre dies pretty quick. Now, for her to be super effective, you have to have the Floral Spectre that actually lives. Because it does hit multiple enemies, it's her big AoE. Floral Spectre is up there again. When the heroes are CC'd, the Floral Spectre just literally rains damage on them. As you can see here, 8.2. Even though the Spectre wasn't up, she still did a ton of damage for where she's at. So 24-55, put Eironn right back to the middle, pulled in 3 targets, which is perfect, even though Nemora died pretty quick with Sylvana. Got the early ult, and of course the sleep, which allows us to just go ahead and destroy the rest of the team, especially Savius, because he does damage so fast, so quickly, he can tear down enemies in 1 or 2 shots. But moving on to our first boss stage, which is 24-56. Again, we'll keep Eironn in the middle, so we'll pull in Isabella, Thorin, and Grez right there. As long as we can get one of the heroes down pretty quick, which we had a banish there on Shamira, which was perfect, just leaving Rain to do a little bit of damage. Floral Spectre was up. Unfortunately, it died right there. So hopefully if we don't get the Thorn Cheese, we should be able to get this down. We just have Shamira left, which they're a little stunned. Perfect to go ahead and execute our boss stage there. Let's check out the damage really quick. So here, even 8 million from Eironn, 5.6 from Solise. As we continue to build Solise, she is doing more and more damage. I cannot wait to get her signature item up just a little higher. That way she has more survivability with the Floral Spectre, and it can do more damage overall. As you can see here, it's a very big distraction. There the Floral Spectre just starts raining the little spores all over the battlefield. Burns down enemies so fast if it's positioned correctly. So let's check out the damage here. 3.4, even 5 million damage from Solise. With her plus 30 signature item, it does hit 3 targets instead of 2 targets, which essentially makes the damage a third higher. So this one, perfect banish on Belinda, as you can see in the back. And our Tassie's actually on the enemy side, doing a lot of damage to Rain. Perfect sleep to take out Belinda, gives time for Eironn to actually get down there and kill Belinda. And then we have this Floral Spectre, as you can see, right there, perfectly placed next to Eironn. Let's go ahead and check out the damage on this one as well, which we know Eironn and Solise are doing a majority of the damage. 7.5 million there from Eironn. And that is the Eironn like a shell and why it is so powerful. Eironn brings them together. He has the energy boost. He has the haste boost. So he can do damage very quickly as a kill squad. Plus he carries the CC and the slow. As you can see, some teams, just like that, we burn through them very fast when you can pull in 3 or 4 targets. Even here, 6 million damage, 6.2 million from Solise, bringing into our very last stage of chapter 24. So I'm hoping this one's going to be done, but again with Athalia, very tough to kill her. Just because she does so much damage, and she does so much damage so quick, especially with her ult. As you can see there, took down Leica. It's going to be really close because we took down Tassie as well. And unfortunately, that's going to be a defeat. All right. So even there, again, Tassie went down really early with Athalia. But I'm hoping if we can get some ults, if we can get some CC on Athalia, we should be able to get this down. Lucius died there pretty quick, which is good. Athalia went right on the Floral Spectre, which will buy us a little bit of time. We got Athalia down. So now we just got to worry about Tassie, and we got it. Look at that. All right, so the chapter is completed. 24 is done. 6.2, 6.3, so definitely carrying a lot of damage for Solise. But that will conclude it for chapter 24 for the Wilders. Moving into chapter 25 already. So we have one team in 26, we have 2 teams in 25, and we have 1 team still in 24, which is the Maulers. Hoping to get Inoki and really push them a little bit further. With the reworks that are coming to Satrana and to Nemitsu will be absolutely huge. I've seen some of the early specs about it, and it seems Nemitsu got an amazing rework, so we'll have to see exactly how effective he is with the new changes. So that was a very easy stage, 25-2. Again, pulling Sylvana off, which Sylvana actually got banished in the top with Thane on Namora, but Namora lived. So had Sylvana, even though she got a banish and had Thane on her, she survived both of them to go ahead and live through there, which is what we need to do. If she can hold a hero while CCing, while charming another hero, just makes a big difference. Floral Spectre is up here as well, just starting to rain damage on Thane. Very easy stage to get through. Brings us to 25-3 as we continue our campaign push. Fighting a Hogan, and of course the dwarfs. The dwarfs, the little iron dwarfs in the back, especially when they set up their little cannon, you have to essentially kill them twice. You have to kill the cannon and you have to kill the dwarf. So they give you more targets, just like more distractions, more interrupts when the cannon's up. Even if you kill the dwarf without the cannon still stays up and does damage. So this is a similar team to us, running Eironn here in the team comp. So we'll go ahead, let's try Eironn up front. I think he's going to get interrupted though, which he did, went to the confine. Might still be able to get this one down as long as we can get some CC up, which honestly, we took him down pretty quick there. little bit of CC, so Eironn will just sit there until we come right down to kill her, which is perfect execution with the CC, the synergy of this team. 3.3 million, 6 million from Solise. Fortunately, Eironn was in a confine most of the battle, but we still got it done with the heroes we had. 25-5, let's go ahead and swap Eironn to the middle again. Pick up everyone. Arden's still, which, if you see there, Arden actually was focusing on the Floral Spectre, and Eironn rooted the Floral Spectre, which is perfect because that gave the ability to not get hit by another hero actually being rooted. The Floral Spectre got the root instead. And there's the Floral Spectre just raining spores on the battlefield. As we've seen a couple times before, Eironn gets 5 kills there to go ahead and conclude that stage. 25-6. Again, we'll see with Eironn in the middle, pulling in 3 targets there. And Ira in the bottom got a banish, which was, again, absolutely perfectly timed CC. As we go ahead and continue through the stage, goes from a banish right to a sleep, right to a banish. That is what makes this team so very effective, is the multiple forms of CC. You have Tassie CCing, you have Namora CCing, you have Eironn's Tornado CCing, you have Solise and Eironn for a lot of damage. Then Leica there, of course, for her 25% defense reduction. And if you see Solise, that just ulted right there, it does a crazy amount of damage when she ults. And with the Floral Spectre up, if it is still up, that continues to do more damage. But her ult overall, even without the Floral Spectre, does a considerable amount of damage as we push into 25-8 here. So again, pulling in 3 of our 5 targets. This Floral Spectre is up right in the middle. It gets a heal from Namora, which allows us to go ahead and ult, and there is the rain of spores. Popped up another Floral Spectre there. And asleep, so the spores will just continue to rain down on all of the enemy targets. And look at that, a tornado right through the middle of them. And again, the Floral Spectre doing what it's supposed to, carrying a lot of damage to multiple targets. That's why at her plus 30 signature item, she's going to do way more damage, especially if you can keep that Floral Spectre alive, because it does do a considerable amount of damage. As you can see here, perfectly placed again, the Floral Spectre came up right behind Leica, between Eironn and Namora and Leica. So it just sits right there, rains all the spores on the battlefield. Perfectly execution. Let's check out the damage there. With the Floral Spectre up, 5.4 million from Eironn. Did pretty good. I thought Solise would do a little bit more damage, went through the damage a little bit quick there. And unfortunately, we have another Brutus stage. This is the ones for this team, which is the perfect counter. As you can see, the immunity there pretty early, which is good. We have Namora's heal. We can go ahead and sleep and CC the rest of the team. It's just waiting out Brutus's shield is really the big thing here that we have to do for this team. If he starts whirlwinding the team, we just get absolutely destroyed. 4.8, 3.3, 4 million damage from Leica. So Leica carrying a lot of damage on that battle. Continue again, another Brutus stage. And it looks like we got a little cannon that popped up in the back from our Iron Dwarf. And again, another immunity early with Brutus. Get a CC on the rest of the targets. And we just have to wait, hoping that we can get Brutus down. But again, the Floral Spectre up right in the middle. Just raining damage on some enemies. Let's look at the damage real quick. 7.7 million, 5 million from Eironn, which is ultimately we want 25-12. So this is our 3rd boss stage already in 25. So we have made a ton of progression through here, which, wow, we just got destroyed. That was a couple seconds. We got completely destroyed there. And again, we are just, the team is just getting absolutely decimated here, and they have a lot of damage. Aziz canceling ult. Even Tassie there went down really, really fast, but we have Leica, we have Savius, and we have Brutus. So this is a very, very tough one. We can try Almas. Almas is still fully geared. I've tried him in the back row. I've tried him in the front row, especially being a defensive tank. I know he is in the Fortitude tree. He is a tank, but look at that. I mean, 2 shots from Leica, he's completely gone. So this stage might be our stopping point because we are just getting absolutely destroyed. Not even surviving a hit. Even one hit or two hits. Wow. I mean, we're lasting 8 seconds, 10 seconds here. So we're going to need a lot more CC, but we're carrying a lot of CC here. But let's go ahead and try Solise. Popping her back in. Maybe the Floral Spectre will help us a little bit. Looks like we survived more than 10 seconds. We got 14 seconds out of that one. So this team is going to be very, very tough to deal with because you're going to need some solid tanks or over-leveling it because we are just getting destroyed. Which maybe this is it. There's some CC. We still got Brutus. But he's got his immunity shield, which took down Eironn. Took down Leica. Hopefully Tassie and Solise can hold it up. Tassie goes down. And look at that. Solise is going to go down. All right. So that'll conclude it for the push. 25-12. Let's go ahead and collect up our loot. Tried the stage 30 plus times, even though I edited out a lot of them. We finished out chapter 24, so very, very nice into chapter 25, which is where we wanted to be. We have 2 teams in 25, 1 in 26, 1 in 24, which is still lagging a little bit behind with the Mauler team, but they will be there soon enough. So let me know in the comments what you guys think. Very cool to see the team pushing into chapter 25. Cannot wait to build Saurus. Very cool to see. And as always, thank you guys for watching.